Hey there, comic book fans. Back from the comic shop again this week. Since Thanksgiving is tomorrow, I went on a Wednesday this week. Pretty slow week. Only 4 comics. But I'm also going to show you a few library books I got out today, too. But we'll start with a freebie. Comic Shop News, Giant Size X-Men, Jean Grey and Emma Frost. Nice cover. Pleasant enough. I know nothing about it. Ooh, Asterix. I thought they're going to start reprinting Asterix stuff here in the States. So we'll see how that... What else do we got here? Hickman and think big with giant size X-Men. Okay. Marvelous War Collection. Get ready for Hyperborean Chaos. It looks like some Red Sonja there too. Is that Red Sonja and... Oh, Red Sonja right there looks like Starfire from the Teen Titans. I think that's what that is, because I don't think she's teaming up with Starfire. Ian Fleming's James Bond. Ooh, lots of good pictures in this one. I enjoy the comic shop news when I get it almost every week. Gives me an idea of what's out there. Okay, let's see what comics we got. We got Vark Wars, another Cerebus in Hell story, and he was just giving us to tell you how there's this sold 1,900 copies to comic shops. I imagine if comic shops bought 1,900 copies all told of this, then it's going to about 1,900 customers, because I don't think anyone's buying extra copies. Oh, looks like there's a Vark thing coming out next too. And this one actually went Dave Sim has a YouTube channel that he posts on every week, and he said last month there was Color Your Own Cerebus. That was the lowest selling the lowest selling Cerebus #1 of all time. I think there was only 1,400 copies of that. It was at last year. This was at 2,500. So I guess people are falling off it, but I enjoy it. That's a pretty neat cover too. That's not as usual, because Dave Sim really can't draw anymore because he's got issues with his wrist. So he cuts and pastes this one Cerebus image over a lot of different things. But that one was pretty cool, and they're jokes, they're comic strips. I enjoy them. Fun stuff. Let's see, what else do we have? East of West, number 44. Still not sure how many issues this is going. Some more Hickman stuff. Isn't he writing the X-Men now? He's the guy writing the X-Men now, right? He's the big muckety-muck in charge of the X-Men. Yeah, because he's the one who likes the blank pages. But, I've been reading this since, 2014 or so? It's a good story. I'll have to review an issue of this. Just because no one ever reviews issue 44 of indie comics. I'm going to have to do that. But big shooting wars on. Last issue, all the troops moved in and started fighting each other. So, be interesting to see how this goes. And what else do we have? Criminal, number 10. I think, is this part 5 of 5? Let's see if it says in the beginning. Part 6. I think this is the last part of this story. I think this was supposed to be a 6-part story. I'm not even sure. It's looks like too much red ink on that. We got streaks. Our paper's getting wavy. We got streaks from over inking. See if there's black on the back. Nope. Love the Sean Phillips artwork. He's a master storyteller. Ed Brubaker writing is good stuff. We got criminals doing criminal stuff in this. They're trying to pull off a big score, these guys, but of course nothing. They're not even close to the pulling off the big score stuff. They just keep giving us foreshadowing that some things are going to go wrong. And it's, this one guy who's, I think he must be in his 40s. He's a criminal, and his son, who's, I don't know, about 18, 19. And he's trying to keep his son out of trouble. His son keeps getting into trouble. The father just found some new girlfriend who's encouraging him to think bigger. And he's with his old crew, and there's just going to be trouble. And punching. Criminal's a fun book. Let's see. In our last book of the week is Resonant number 5. And I think this is supposed to be the last issue, but after reading the issue before, I want to peek at the end to see if it says end or something. I'm not going to really look. I don't want to really see. Does it say end? I didn't see it say end. I just saw a blurry picture. So, oh, the sun's shining in my face now. So I'm not sure if this is going to end here or keep going, because there was. Oh, I even checked the Vault's website recently, and they only had 5 issues solicited, and there's 5 issues. But what's weird is last week I got Necromancer's Map number 4, which also had 5 issues solicited from it. But at the end of issue number 4, we got an end, a little end caption. So I'm like, is this the end of this series? Is there no issue 5? So I'm not sure what's going on with these Vault ones. After reading issue 4, I didn't see any way to wrap it up in just one issue. But we'll see what they do. And also, I've been buying this, another Vault comic, Sarah and the Royal Stars, has come out every week with this. So 1 through 4 of Sarah and 1 through 4 of Resonant all came out the same week. So I don't know where Sarah is this week. Did that end with 4? It didn't have an end on it. That's supposed to be 5 also. Well, there's a little cool artwork there. I can't even go into the plot of this. It's a horror book. The plot's just kind of, it takes place in this world where post-apocalyptic kind of, where these waves come over people that make them crazy, and use these bugs to make the waves stop, and the father and his kids, and the father left his kids, and the father's off on his own trying to get back to his kids, and the kids are in the house. I don't know how it's all going to mesh up in just one issue, but we'll see. Now let me show you the library books I got, because I've been going to the library lately, renewed my card. And even though I actually went downstairs, there's a graphic novel section in my library, which is about 2 shelves about that big. But then they told me there's more comics downstairs in the teen section. So that's where they have all their Marvel and DC stuff. So maybe I'll get some of that. I had Marvel and DC and Walking Dead and Paper Girls. Stuff like that was down in the teen section. But you can also order stuff. So I had them order me Steve Ditko's Space Wars, came from another library. And this is just a collection of black and white Steve Ditko stuff from the 50s. See, it gives a little, yeah, the 50s. I just saw, 54, 58, 57, 59, 60. So, Ditko sci-fi stuff from the late 50s. Too bad it's all post-code, but, you know, it's still Ditko stuff. I'll enjoy it. It's probably public domain by now. Because I think that should happen with a lot of this old Ditko stuff as it became public domain. Science Fiction Adventures. Guess that was the comic it was from. Steve Ditko's Space Wars. So we got that one. We got another big book. Boom. This is Enki Bilal, who I know. Is he French or Belgian? I can't remember. But I've got some other stuff. Bilal and Christian, I think, did some. I bought it so long ago. But he, European comics. Big old hardcover. And this contains the latest addition to the Bilal Library series. Collects the entire 4-part in English for the first time. Includes The Dormant Beast, December 32nd, Rendezvous in Paris, and 4? So I guess it collects, it says, legendary comics creator Enki Bilal's Monster Tetralogy. I guess that's 4, tetralogy, like a trilogy is 3. I've never heard tetralogy before, or if I did, I've forgotten about it. In English, in its entirety, for the first time ever. I liked the stuff I read of his that from years ago in the Ranks of the Black Order and stuff like that. Was it The Town That Didn't Exist? Was he in that too? So, and this was in the teen section. I don't know that it's actually a teen book because a lot of this European stuff is pretty adult. So we'll see on that one. And then the third thing I got is even bigger. Marvel Comics, 75 years of covers. Look how battered this one is. I guess a lot of people have taken this out. What year did this come out? Let me see. Not that long ago. There's the Hawkeye cover. Well, I guess this Hawkeye cover is a lot of years ago now, huh? It isn't just yesterday. Where is Indicia? We get the Golden Age, the Silver Age, the Bronze Age, the Modern Age. The Modern Age starts in 1986 and just keeps going. No Indicia in the front? It's in the back. It's in the back. This came out in August 2014, does that say? Yeah, 2014 this came out in, so a lot of people, but it's big, it's got covers. I'm going to make a video looking through this so you guys can look through it with me. Lots of covers, fun stuff. So that'll be a video coming up sooner or later. But meanwhile, I've been working on some small ink drawings. Lots of ink over blue. I just took a bunch of my little sketches I had, printed them out on 6x9 paper, and hit them with ink. I was using a brush and ink. I was using a big, thick marker refilled with India ink. And just trying to make images. Just trying to make things. There you go. We're back to the beginning. We got another pile here. Well, we'll flip through them too. Why not? It's quick. Look at that. That's a weird face. These are all about trying to find images. Trying to make things that kind of haven't been seen before. Ooh. Weird swirly glasses. Odd things. Things that make me contemplate. Things that make me say, what is that? What is that about? What is that world? Where's that going? Oh, that's a strange face. Have we gone? That's another weird. I think we've gone back to the beginning, have we? Yeah, I recognize that one. There's the tree. We've gone around once. So there you go. Working on a lot of those small ones. I might blow some of them up into big ones like this. Just have to put it all together. All right then. You guys have a good week out there.